yeah, like I was saying, they all have representations of us prospering. It was for us to be raised up as a nation and to be delivered out of, whether we were delivered out of captivity or the Lord rained hell upon the adversaries of Israel. Not for us to be taken down as a nation and get slaughtered and then thrown in captivity. And that's what you jakes are doing. You're celebrating your oppression, man. That's why scripture speak about how Jake trusts in oppression. Jake has been in slavery so damn long that they believe they're free. So this is Psalms 44:22. Yea, for thy sake are we killed all the day long. We are counted as sheep for the slaughter. Right. And when you see these intricate slaughterhouses, you see how it leads the sheep. The sheep will walk until, it's death. And Esau has created this labyrinth, which is a complex mice maze, to set you jakes up for death. And you don't see it. You don't see that even this coronavirus and all these different outbreaks are deliberately designed, which they said it's a 85% told that these percent chance that it targets the minorities. And is that by coincidence that viruses and diseases like blacks and Latinos, they just like killing us? No. They Esau studies, which scripture says he has done a diligent search. He searches out iniquity. He knows your genetic makeup. He knows how your body is. He's a master of biology. He's a master of the human body. Because he's carnal as all hell, and he can create these different diseases in the laboratory that can mainly attack us as a so-called race. Attack our genes. That's why, when you look into these different diseases, Esau, which is the scripture says in Psalms the 73rd chapter, how Esau is not plagued like other men. So plagues will come about, and it seems like it just doesn't, it just rolls over Esau and it attacks you, Jakes, because it was created by the white man so that he can be repelled from it, and so it could kill off you blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans. All right, so that's why you got to be sober-minded. That's why you got to, like it tells you in 1 Peter, the 5th chapter, you have to keep your head on the swivel, because this man wants your life. And the scriptures speak about how he's not satisfied with blood. 1 Peter 5:8, be sober, be vigilant, because your adversary, the devil, as a roaring lion, walketh about seeking whom he may devour. Right. And he's not just walking, on all fours. Jacob read these scriptures and think it's the actual devil on hooves, looking for, somebody to actually swallow their soul. It's you Jakes have been duped. You think of this book as some type of mythology. That's talking about your everyday Edomite or white man that puts surveillance all throughout, your different locations, that has fine print legislations that you don't know nothing about to get caught and trapped. That's why scripture speak about how we're prisoners, man. We're thrown in snares and nets. In Isaiah, was that the 40th, 42 and 22? But this is a people robbed in snares. All of them are cast in holes, and thrown in prison houses. Isaiah 42 and 22. But this is a people robbed and spoiled. They are all of them snared in holes, and they are hid in prison houses. They are for prey, and none delivereth, for a spoil, and none saith restore. Yeah, so Esau sets you up so that he can rob the hell out of you and spoil you and throw you in prison. Here it is, they've been locking people up for not social distances, but a couple of days later, they're going to open the government. That doesn't make any sense, man. So, because this devil has a plan, and us as a people, we're not a part of his new world order. When he establishes his new world order agenda, he wants to cut off the masses of you Jakes. That's why they look at us what they call a sheeple. All right. And like I said, in today's time and in these days now, you Jakes are just going to party and bullshit until the time of your demise, man. That's why scripture speak about how a wise man is in the house of mourning, man. in Ecclesiastes, the 7th chapter, and Jake is in the house of feasting, and that Dionysus, Aphrodite, May Day, May 1st spirit. Excuse me. This is Ecclesiastes 7:2. It says, "It is better to go to the house of mourning than to go to the house of feasting, for that is the end of all men, and the living will lay it to his heart. Sorrow is better than laughter, for by the sadness of the countenance the heart is made better." Yeah, and this ain't the time to be in the house of feasting, man. You know, Jake is happy about reveling, partying, eating abundance of cookies and cakes and snacks and you know, orgy fest, you know, sex, you know, abundance of sex and just, you know, a satanic frenzy. You know, meanwhile, this devil is plotting behind the scenes, which he sets these things up for you to indulge in, while he actually creates plans to kill you off. All right, that's why he's known. What the scripture says, he's wiser than Daniel, and he's the subtle beast of the forest. You know, and it's mainly a lot of women that you know get aroused by, you know, these different feasts, and you Negroes too, man. A lot of you know, you men, you love partying and you know, shopping just as much as goddamn women, because the scriptures speak about how the men shall be like women in that day. You know, but a true man, you know, is sober minded and is, you know, constantly on watch. You know, you watching from right to left, you watching high, you looking low, you're being circumspect, you seeing what's under you. You know, you on that high tower, you're not dozing off. You're constantly monitoring. You know, so this is just a lesson I just really wanted to just go into, you know, that May 1st spirit, the true origins. Everything has a backstory, man. You know, everything has truth to it. And it's all about, you know, the scriptures speak about how the prophets and the men of the Lord unveil these truths, and they put it out on wax, man. So I want to end by giving all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Shema, Shabbat, Shem, Kakodash, Debanus of the Apostle, and others a great millstone. Shalom, Maki.